Hello there, and welcome to a video special. It's a cup special, and that means I've got Bakes with me. Hello, Bakes. How you doing?
I'm very good, thanks, mate. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. And thanks everyone for joining us. Special occasion. It's the second round draw for the FFUK Cup, which is always an exciting one. Less so for the people that have gone out, but
Yeah.
the bonus being that the milk plate is on offer for everyone who's gone out. But we'll get to the milk plate later on. We'll start with the FFUK Cup. So, Bakes, where are we at?
So the October game month that's just been completed was the month in which we determined the winners of the FFUK Cup first round. So the round of 256. So we do have 128 winners of those ties. And what we're here for then is to do the draw of those 128 teams, pair them up for the second round, which will take place in the game month of November.
Excellent. And we had on that note, obviously we both had ties.
We did.
With rather different outcomes. I lost my tie to Harvey Smith.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Harvey, for that win. But in the end, it was pretty devastating. 28 points. So I'm
28
off.
points. You say that. Some people did win by over 100 points
Yeah.
in
Well, yeah,
the month.
exactly.
So
But I threw it away with a Havertz captaincy midway through the month. But there you go. But the good news is, at least I've got another chance, another bite of the cherry in the milk plate. But how did you get on in your tie?
I did win my tie, which is very gratifying. I managed to beat a certain Mr. Peter Cronin, famous man in these parts, by 11 points. So that was good. I enjoyed that very much.
Superb, yeah. We were just having a quick look at the scores, which are up to date on the Google sheet, and we'll obviously then have the first round, the second round draw on the website. But also another big clash of the Titans was Damo and Stu Allen, and Damo won his tie by just 4 points in the end. So that was a notable tie. And I think you said there were no draws as well, Bates.
No draws. No, as we went in with 1 week to go in the game month, I think there was 2 or 3 ties that were even at that point, but none of the 128 ties finished even. One of them was only won by 1 point, so Stephen Mountford beat Donald McCauley by 1 point. That was the closest. A few others were single digits. As I said, 7 ties were won by more than 100 points at the other end of the scale. But yeah, so all that leaves us with is 128 managers who progress.
So we've got they're going to be 64 ties to draw. So let's get that up on the screen, shall we? There we go.
So this is the famous draw generator we're using to avoid the interminable drawing of names from a hat, which took forever.
Absolutely. We'll obviously do the traditional method when we get down a bit fewer numbers. Okay, so all that's left to say is we need to draw it. We need to push the button. So
just need to push the button.
Whenever you're ready, then Bakes, let's do the draw for the second round of the FFUK Cup.
And here it is. Ta-da!
Away, there it is. Look at that, so quick. Okay, so Stephen Patson, Ben Moxon. Okay, yeah,
there we go. Darren, second place in the league. He's up against Paul Austin.
Yeah.
Flicking down here.
Jamie Stewart, Tom Newman. That's an all WhatsApp affair. That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Stuart Blair and Jamie Davis as well. Craig Sharman and Harry Jarman is the
I love that
rhyming tie. Love a rhyming tie.
Brilliant.
Malek and James Downey, Steve Cronin, James Sheridan. They know each other. They play football with each other.
Do they really?
Yeah. There you go. Justin McCarthy, Mark Storar is an all WhatsApp tie.
Oh,
and
no.
Sadly, Jason Beale, I think, is as well. James Simpson and Paul Baker. There you go. It's an all admin crew tie. Love it. That's a big one.
Coming for you, Simpson.
Excellent. Well, are you gonna knock out half the admin crew? Bakes.
That's the plan. Yeah. One admin man.
Yabazak is the end of the alphabet. Derby. Stuart Newton there, Fabian. Yeah.
against Ronnie. What else have we got here? We've got Mark Tarbox, Simon
Mark Tarbox,
Pascoe. And we got an all sharp.
Oh, look at
Kai
that.
37. Look at this. It's great.
I love it. That's all superb. Absolutely superb. We do love a family tie as well. Yeah.
Oh, is it okay? It's keeping it in the family, are they? Right.
Yeah. Who else we got there?
I like the fact Vince has sorted.
Damo's got Josh Paxman, the FPL.
Oh, yeah. The professional. That's a good tie. Tim against Stephen there.
Steve Fielding. Yeah, he's had a good start to the season, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Tim did have a good start to the season. Less said about his recent
performance. Wrong recently, hasn't it?
It has. What else have we got there? Mark Turnbull, Adam Windsor, Vladimir Vronkov's Sam Blake. That's a good one. Old school FFUKers.
Nick John's former winner. He's right up there at the moment as well, I think, isn't he?
Yeah. After a couple of quiet seasons, he seems to have be back. Dan Gunner, Dean Collins, Harvey Smith, my Victor, Mark O'Sullivan. Yeah.
There it is.
64
ties.
Oh, well, there's some good ones in there again. I mean, it was there's some good ones last time as well. So that's excellent. So we'll get that up on the with the website in the next 24 hours for everyone.
I'll try and get that up before 8 o'clock tomorrow when the first match kicks off. So I'll try and at least get it up.
Yeah, and we'll put that. And once it's up, we'll put a note on the WhatsApp, the Facebook, and the Twitter, just so everyone can see that. So that's the FFUK Cup, and obviously we'll keep an eye on that. And if we do any other videos in the meantime, we'll definitely be back for the next month's draw. But we've also got the milk plate bakes to have a look at. So that we definitely need your explanation on this.
Right.
So
yeah,
because
milk plate? I don't like to overcomplicate things, as you know, Chris. Yeah. But we had a small issue with the FFUK Cup first round in that we didn't have the tidy 256 teams that we needed in order to fully fill out the first round. Unfortunately, it's great. We've got 268 managers in FFUK, which means we've got 12 too many. So we had to do a qualifying round for the FFUK Cup. So the milk plate works in the way that if you're knocked out of the FFUK Cup in the first round, you get a second chance in the milk plate. So it's like all the losers from the first round go into that. But we thought, well, surely we should bring through the 12 people who were knocked out in qualifying into the milk plate as well. Everyone gets the second chance, which means we've got 12 too many for the milk plate first round as well. So rather than the 128 names we need, we've got 140. So we need to do a qualifying round for the milk plate. So
why not? Excellent. Well, that's why we're here. Well, it's not why we're here, but it's what we're going to do next.
It's what we're going to do next. So the plan is of the 140 names then for the milk plate, we're going to do a draw, and we're going to draw 24 names out. That will give us 12 ties, the winners of which will then enter into the milk plate. The other 12 will be the first 12 eliminated from the cups. And then the first round of the milk plate will then take place over the full November game month. The qualifying will only be in game week 11, just in that one single game week. So
that's not complicated at all.
No, not at all.
We'll go back to having a look at the screen and look at that. By TV Magic, we've got a new tournament draw that's going to be done. And as Beck said, this is the 140 teams. So basically, all the losers. Is that the nicest way to put it?
It's all the losers. Yeah. That's the nicest way I can put it. Yeah.
And so you can, and also myself and Pete are both in there.
That's right.
As is Stu Allen, as a 137 other losers. So this one is actually the one I'm more excited about because of my involvement, I guess, because I'm going to find out who I'm playing.
Well, you're hoping that you don't get drawn.
This is it.
This is just for qualifying.
We need to get my head around the qualification.
You don't want to be involved if you can possibly avoid it. What's going to happen?
You don't want to be drawn out here. Yeah, I got it.
Right. So there's going to be 24. I'm drawing this in groups of 24. So previously, the previous draw was in groups of 2. So it matched one player up against one other player. It's just a group of 24. So it's just whoever's in that first group of 24. They're the ones who are in qualifying, and it'll be 1v2, 3v4, 5v6. This is how we did it for the FFUK Cup.
Okay, and it's so yeah, we're drawing 12 ties, and you don't want to be involved, but if you are involved, then you want to win it.
You've got to win that tie. You've got game week 11 to win the tie.
Are there hits involved? Hits are taken involved in
No,
this?
no. You crack on with your hits.
Oh wow, brilliant, excellent. Well, I'm hoping I don't get drawn, but if I do, then I might have to take a hit.
Good.
Okay,
and
right.
It won't include in your November game month score because it's the first week of the game month, so it doesn't count to the.
Bye Vardy, if so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Great. Okay. Well, yeah. Let's do the draw for the qualifying round of the milk plate.
Okay, and here we go. Ta-da! So these are the 24.
Oh, so they're the 24, right? Okay.
This group 1. These are the 24. So you're not in there, Chris.
Oof. Are there any big names in there? Rob Harding, I see straight away. My mate Kev. Dipesh Shah. Oh yeah, Ben Harter. There's a few WhatsApp guys in there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, well, obviously. So how will that 24 be?
So Kevin will play Andrew, Samuel will play Dips, Nitin will play Ben, etc., etc.
Okay, all the way through. So
all the way through.
We'll get that. I will get that again up on the website so that people have at least got a chance to see it before the deadline. But basically, yeah, if you're Kev, you're playing Andrew. If you're Samuel, you're playing Dips. Nitin's playing Ben, and so on. Kane's playing Chris, all the way down.
And if you're further down here, you were fortunate enough not to get drawn.
Yeah, you're in the other groups. Okay, which are
Asmir's
just to prove that everyone's
Chris, there you are. You're well down the list. You see, avoided it easy. No worries.
But there we go. That's what happens with a random draw, I guess. Okay, well, that's that. Another bit of admin is we have the first ever 10 eviction. I don't even know what that's called. A 10 evictions. But it was for this because it was Halloween. It was called a Halloween horror show.
That's right.
And it was the tension was heightened definitely on Monday night with the Everton game. It was very close, and me and you, Bakes, know exactly how close it was. I mean, you were 3 points clear, and I was 5 points clear, but I took a hit, and honestly, in the end, there were 4 people on 39 points, and one of them had to go. And poor old Ross Hassel went. Justin and Jack and Sam got let off, and it was just one of those. It was amazing, really. But it worked really well. So that was good, and we've obviously now we're going back to double evictions in the cons. And this will make no sense to anyone watching who isn't in that competition until Christmas, and then we go for our 12 cons of Christmas, which was quite good last year. That's the next thing to avoid. But we've also got cups on the way, and then it's quite an exciting part of the season now, Bakes, isn't it? Where everything's
quite a lot going on.
The way.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't forget, we got the Valentine's Day massacre as well in the cons.
Well, we'll get to
the last multi-eviction
in February when it really starts heating up. But no, that's all good. So I think we're pretty much done, Bakes, and it's been good to do another one. We'll obviously do another one. I reckon maybe one more random one, and then we go into drawing them.
Yeah, I think we want to do probably another one, at least one more.
And we'll get a couple of people, special guests on to help us with that. We were hoping we might have a guest on from Australia, but the clock's changing, may have thrown him by an hour. But yeah, well, thanks, Bakes, for doing this tonight.
Not at all.
We'll see you again, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you again next month.